allegedly infecting thousands of computers with malicious software. According to officials, the 28-year-old man installed that malware on computers for more than 13 years. Why? To turn their cameras and microphones on so that he could watch, listen to, and obtain personal data from his victims, as well as producing child pornography. Those computers were owned by individuals, by companies, by schools, a police department, and even various branches of the government. Prosecutors in New Jersey say a doctor killed his wife to cover up an alleged drug ring. They claim she was threatening to expose that ring. New Jersey radio personality April Kauffman was found dead in her home in 2012, found lying face down in the master bedroom. Well, we contacted the attorney for James Kauffman. We did not have a response by our deadline for air. So what do authorities say has led up to April Kauffman's death? Atlanta County, New Jersey Prosecutor Damon Tyner joins us now on the story. Sir, good to have you with us. So just for the timeline, too, to set the scene here for our viewers, April Kauffman was found dead in 2012. Her husband was arrested about 6 months ago, but just charged yesterday. What led to that?
Well, that's absolutely correct. Thank you for having me, first of all. April Kauffman was, in fact, killed back on May 10th, 2012. The investigation was sort of dormant. I was appointed to office as the Atlanta County Prosecutor back in 2017, in March 15, 2017 specifically. Once I was appointed as the Atlanta County Prosecutor, I ordered my team of investigators and assistant prosecutors to try to analyze open homicides that were solvable or most solvable. They identified the Kauffman case as one that they believed that if resources were put behind it, that they believed that they could come to a conclusion. So for the past 10 months, my office, investigators from my office have been working diligently to put this puzzle together.
And how did you ultimately put this together? Because there is a lot that's alleged here, that this was more than just a wife who was allegedly killed by her husband, but the cover-up of a drug ring, and a drug ring that involved a motorcycle gang.
No, absolutely. Basically, we had some assistance with the local field office, the local Atlantic City field office of the FBI, who had been investigating pill mills and some other illegal drug operations. It was believed at the time that Dr. Kauffman had some involvement in some of that illegal activity. My office started a simultaneous investigation of some of those activities, and back in June, we served a search warrant on Dr. Kauffman's medical practice. At that time, June 13, 2017, when we attempted to execute the search warrant, Dr. Kauffman, or rather Jim Kauffman, came out of his office wielding a handgun. Those charges in connection with that arrest remain pending because also on that day, it was found that he also had a handgun in his personal vehicle as well. Those are pending matters in the Superior Court of New Jersey in Atlantic County. And as a result of that, he has been detained in the Atlantic County Justice Facility since then. That investigation led to several concerned individuals calling our office with clues, with tips, and basically it was just hard police work and time and effort that went into unsolving this mystery.
And, sir, I'm going to stop you a second. We just were able to get that video in that you were talking about that arrest. I'm not sure if we can bring the sound up on that. There's no audio on it, but we're seeing video of that arrest. We are a little tight on time, but just give us a sense. So there are so many things that are connected here. I mean, this feels like a movie or some sort of a television show, quite honestly. This alleged drug ring that again, Kauffman was allegedly involved with, that his wife had reportedly threatened to expose, continued to operate, as I understand it, from your office for years.
Yeah, after the homicide, that is correct. For the past 5 years, it had continued unfettered. And essentially, we believe that Jim Kauffman associated with members of the pagan outlaw motorcycle gang. And basically, the way the operation worked was that members that they recruited would come to his office and they would get prescriptions for opioids, whether it was Percocets, OxyContin, or oxycodone, and those pills would then ultimately be flooded onto the open market, and they would sell them for profit. April Kauffman had ultimately discovered this illegal activity. She wanted to divorce her husband, and Jim Kauffman would rather have seen her killed as opposed to just going through a divorce.
It is something, that is for sure. We'll continue to follow it. Damon Tyner, appreciate you joining us on the story. Thanks again. And again, our efforts to contact Mr. Kauffman's attorney, unfortunately unsuccessful.
Thank you very much.
You know, when it comes to weight loss, we're often told slow is the way to go. But what about all these so-called diets that claim they can help you lose weight quickly, get a good jump start? Are those safe for you, and can you really sustain the results?
When life gets busy, choose the immune supplement with more. Airborne, with 2 times more vitamin C than emergency gummies, and specially crafted with vitamins, minerals, and herbs. Airborne, also with probiotics.
Excited about the open house today?
Just got to check my credit at Credit Karma first.
Checking will lower your score.
Checking your credit score with Credit Karma never lowers it at all. It's free.
Oh.
Credit Karma. Get knowing.
Grandma, look.
Wow.
Grandma, there's another one.
Thank you, VSP.
Vision coverage not offered through your employer? Look into affordable individual vision plans.
That's a beautiful
Direct from
one.
VSP.
Wow. Thank you, VSP.
Vision coverage not offered through your employer? Look into affordable individual vision plans. Direct from VSP.
Chapelinas, that sounds interesting. Actually, I'll just go with the taquitos. Thank you, VSP.
Vision coverage not offered through your employer? Look into affordable individual vision plans. Direct from VSP.
Ready, Daddy?
Thank you, VSP.
Vision coverage not offered through your employer? Look into affordable individual vision plans. Direct from VSP.